Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a super fascinating look at the true nature of wealth, and honestly, we're going to challenge a massive societal myth while we're at it. Most people think wealth is just incredibly loud. We're talking the flashy luxury cars, massive mega mansions, and those incredibly expensive lifestyles splashed all over social media. But in reality, real wealth is actually completely silent. Seriously, some of the absolute wealthiest people you walk past every single day don't look rich at all. And the best part? You might actually be building this exact kind of sustainable wealth yourself right now without even realizing it. So let's see what the source material reveals.
Okay, let's dive right into section 1, the illusion of wealth.
We really need to fundamentally rethink what a rich lifestyle actually means. Society basically sells us this total illusion of loud wealth. It's exactly what we see in movies, right? It's all of our feeds. But the data shows that silent wealth is where the real magic actually happens. It's built on, well, the unglamorous stuff, consistent habits, delayed gratification, and serious financial discipline. So if your bank account doesn't exactly scream rich just yet, but you're practicing these silent habits, take a breath. You are exactly where you need to be.
Moving right along to section 2, rethinking your spending habits. Building wealth is heavily dependent on your financial defense, meaning how you behave when your income actually starts to grow. And that brings us to the first hidden sign. You actually spend less when you earn more. I know, it sounds totally counterintuitive, right? Most folks just automatically upgrade their lifestyle every single time they get a raise. But financially successful people, they avoid that lifestyle inflation at all costs. They just maintain their current lifestyle and pump up their savings instead. And honestly, that naturally links to our next sign, avoiding impulse purchases. The classic wealth killers are those super common traps, like random late night online shopping sprees or, emotional buying after a really rough day at work. If you find yourself naturally cutting back on these behaviors, really paying attention to what you genuinely value versus what just gives you a quick hit of dopamine, that's a massive indicator that your financial discipline is actively growing. Now, if you do still struggle with those impulses, and hey, we all do sometimes, here's a fantastic, highly practical tool you can literally start using today. Just ask yourself this one simple question. Can this wait 24 hours? Before buying anything non-essential, just force yourself into a strict 24-hour waiting period. You will be absolutely amazed at how many things you realize you don't actually need once that emotional high of clicking add to cart completely fades away. All right, let's shift gears to section 3, mastering your time horizon. So we're shifting now from that reactive day-to-day survival mode into proactive planning, which leads us to the second sign of hidden wealth. You start thinking in years, not days. See, the average person looks at a price tag and just asks, can I afford the monthly payment today? But a wealthy mindset is entirely long-term. You start asking a totally different question. What will this actually cost me in 10 years? When you start factoring in lost investment opportunities, it completely rewires how you view every single purchase. And this brilliantly illustrates our third sign, automating your wealth. Relying on whatever happens to be left over at the end of the month? Yeah, that rarely works out, because life always finds a sneaky way to spend it. The wealthiest individuals don't just rely on willpower, they automate the whole process. Step 1, savings. Step 2, investments. Step 3, retirement contributions. The money literally goes straight to work before they ever even have the chance to spend it. Next up is section 4, freedom over social status. This brings us into the really interesting psychological side of money. And our fifth sign, valuing your freedom way more than your status. Most people spend their entire lives firmly stuck in chasing status mode, craving luxury brands, exhausting themselves just keeping up appearances for the neighbors. But the truly wealthy chase something entirely different. They want time freedom. They want financial independence. They care about living a stress-free life and having total control over their own time, not just looking rich to people they barely even know. So the very next time you find yourself tempted to buy that brand new luxury watch or lease an incredibly expensive car just to turn some heads, I highly challenge you to ask yourself this absolutely crucial internal question. Do I want this or do I want freedom? You've got to remind yourself that every single dollar you spend just to display status to others is literally a dollar stolen directly from your own future independence. And that ties perfectly into our seventh sign. You don't compare yourself to others. Comparison absolutely destroys financial progress. If you finally reach that point where you've stopped caring about who looks richer on social media, well, congratulations, because that is a massive milestone of financial maturity. A genuinely wealthy mindset focuses entirely on personal growth, not on some petty, unwinnable competition. Let's get into Section 5, the Wealth Multiplier Mindset. Now we're looking at the active strategies that truly accelerate this whole journey. This covers our sixth hidden sign, having multiple income thinking. The source material notes something really profound here. Even if you only have one salary right now, just actively thinking about other streams is an incredibly powerful indicator. Brainstorming your investments, a side hustle, or passive revenue, it means you're actively transitioning your mindset from just being a consumer to becoming a producer. Now, what's really interesting about these numbers is that they give us the absolute mathematical proof of everything we've been talking about. Take an earner making a pretty modest $3,000 a month, right? But they are a highly consistent saver. The result? Their wealth is actively growing. Now compare that to someone making a really fantastic $10,000 a month, but they overspend every chance they get. Their wealth is actually shrinking. It proves definitively that real wealth is all about how much you keep and grow, not just your raw salary. Finally, let's wrap things up with Section 6, the power of consistency. As we bring this all together, we need to focus on the ultimate secret ingredient that makes all these hidden signs actually work. And the crucial point is this: wealth is behavior, not salary. It is built in habits that are repeated over years, not just in a few lucky months. If you recognized even 2 or 3 of the signs we discussed today in your own life, take a bow, because you are definitely on the right path. But you absolutely have to stay consistent and let these behaviors compound over time. To close things out, I want to leave you with this final, somewhat provocative thought. Are you building real wealth, or are you just endlessly upgrading your lifestyle? Take some time today to really honestly ponder your daily habits. And hey, if you want to keep learning and optimizing your financial life, keep your eyes peeled for our next explainer, where we're going to explore exactly why some retirees never run out of money, even without a massive income. It's fascinating stuff. You definitely won't want to miss it. Thanks so much for joining me today, and keep building that silent wealth.